Sorry, I'm not very presentable, but I just wanted to talk about the cold shower because that's something I hate. I really, really hate it. But for some reason, my hot water shut down. And if you're ever wondering what's the purpose of a cold shower and would that be benefit any of benefit for you? Probably you don't have to do it, but it's a good exercise. And I remember one of my coaches told me like, "Oh yeah, like I do it every morning." I'm like, "You're crazy!" Like, especially so I have cheated here. It's not the real exercise because my hot water shut down, so I didn't have any choice. But I'm like. I kind of cheated too because I've been doing some sports, so it's like my body is pretty like warm. It's not like the morning or stuff like that, but these days I'm working on something that I'm going to talk more in this channel. It's about being accountable to yourself. That's something that I'm really, really working on because that's something I have not been good with for the past years, and there was a lot of room for improvement. And funny enough, with the story of the cold shower, the thing is, um, I was like, okay, I schedule my day, and I'm like, you need to do this, and that before going to bed. And I was like, okay, so you're gonna do your sport tonight, but I was late on a project, so I was like, I'm gonna work on this project, and I need to get this done, and I ended up working late. And I was like, okay, do your sport. It's like 11 p.m. Yeah, but do your sport. So I did my sport, and I was like, okay, I need to shower. I'm not gonna go to the bed dirty. So I go shower, and I'm like, the hot water is not coming, and I have taken cold showers before to try, and it's super nice every time that you succeed to do it, and you have to succeed every time you do it. Otherwise, that's the purpose kind of the cold shower. And I remember, like, I hate cold shower. I hate cold. Like, I hate cold so much. Like I'm the kind of guy that it could be in summer or warm. I could still put a sweater. I'm not gonna say that I do it, but I hate cold. And I was in the shower and I have this weird stuff in my mind because this I'm really I'm doing like auto suggestion. Like I'm like repeating myself like I'm accountable, stuff like that. And I was like, I'm gonna get a shower. But in my mind, it was like, I was not thinking of the cold shower, but like, I'm getting a shower. I mean, nothing crazy to that point, but I opened the shower, but the thing was cold, and I was like, it needs to get warm. It needs to get warm. And then it doesn't get warm. Like, oh, it doesn't get warm. It's getting late, and I still have some other stuff that I need to work on right now. I like to send an email blast to like 5,000 emails tomorrow. It's like, it's late, and I still have to do it. So I'm like, in the shower, it's cold. It's cold. It's cold, and I'm like, it's cold. And in my mind, I was like, I'm still gonna take the shower because I said I'm gonna take it, and I'm accountable, so I'm gonna take it no matter what. But please be hot because it's cold, and it's not getting cold. I'm like, all right, so I'm just gonna put some in my body just to get wet, and I do the soap apart. So I do it. And then I'm like, please be warm. It's like, it's not warm. I'm like, okay, I say I'm gonna do it. And he has this rule. I almost did it, but this 5 second rule when you're like, okay, I'm gonna do it no matter what. Five, four, three, two, and then I was like, holy shit! I was screaming. I was like, oh my god, I hate cold showers. But I was still doing it. I was like, I'm accountable. I'm fucking accountable. Oh, you're accountable, bro. Yeah, I'm accountable, bro. Oh, shit. And I was like pouring all this cold water. And then I was like, but like my mind was like, you're gonna do it no matter what. Like it doesn't matter. You're gonna do it. Period. Like I don't like a part of my brain who's kind of my boss, and my other part of my brain was like, I don't know. Were a lot of people in my head, and it's like I was like, I'm gonna do it no matter what. And my boss is like, you're gonna take a shower. You're gonna take a shower. And look at you cold. And I was like, oh, it's so cold. And weirdly enough, I had these two battles in my head, and at some point when I decided that I'm gonna listen to myself and be accountable and just take the shower no matter what, and there was like no other option for me to not take the shower. I'm just gonna do it no matter what it takes. And I was just like, oh, and it was horrible. It was horrible for the first seconds, and then my body got used to the cold, and I still put it away because it was cold. But like, I was doing what I needed to do. And I was like, that's weird because my coach told me about this, and it's like, once you condition your mind to do it, you just do it. Period. Like there is no like, no excuse. You just do it. And in my mind, because it was so clear that I'm gonna do it, I was doing, and I was like, it's horrible, it feels terrible, but I was like, I'm gonna do what it takes to do it. And if you ever wonder what a cold shower is about, I think a big part of it is just what I described it in this video, and it's like this entire process when you're going down the road and you're like, I'm gonna do it no matter what. And then you just, I mean, we're just talking about cold shower. It's not like something crazy, but like, I think that's how it starts. And I think that's why my coach starts every day with his cold shower, because it's a way to start like micro steps in your days, like doing your bed and stuff like that. It's like it conditions your day to start the very, very, very first minutes of your day of like, you're just gonna do that. And then all your tasks, and I think that's something that repeats that have effects on the short term, middle term, long term all the time. It keeps increasing, and it's like it forges your discipline. And the more you do it, and the more you condition your brain to do a lot of things like that, little. Same thing. Like I told myself, I'm gonna clean the kitchen tonight. I did it at fucking 11 p.m. And I was like, yeah, but I said I would do it, so I do it. So it's like once you told yourself and you're comfortable to yourself, you're gonna do it, and you promise yourself because it's a promise to yourself. And this is the worst idea to break your own word to yourself. Like this is bad. And I think that the cold shower is a great exercise to that, because you're just conditioning yourself to say, I'm gonna do this, and you do this even if it doesn't feel comfortable. I hope it helps. Maybe go take a cold shower and have the experience and describe it in the comments. I'd be curious to see you. Ciao.